Yeah, okay, welcome to my channel once again. The topic of this video is all about um, predicting matches that will give you a very high odds. Let's say 1.8 to and above. Okay, let's say from 1.8 and above, or let's say from 2 and above, depending odds. Understand? And what you have to understand about this is that for you to play this, you don't have to play too many games. For you to select these matches, you can select at least 3 games and play them. If it is 2 odds, it gives you 6 odds, and you paid an average money staking. Okay, then the another thing you have to understand is that um, you don't have to be greedy about it. Don't tip so much money for it. Okay, but it's very possible that you play up to 3 matches, 4 matches, and play a very high odd, and you win all of them. So the yardstick, or what you have to concentrate on, number one strategy there is focus on the market where 2 odds are common and predictable. So focus on the market. For example, let us go to Premier League. For example, Premier League, if you focus on the markets, you focus on, say, Arsenal Crystal Palace. Will it show? Is there any possibility there's an indication that it will give you, that the places you go, it will give you more odds? Chelsea and Everton, Brighton and West Ham, Newcastle and Ipswich. So now Arsenal and Crystal Palace, there is indication because it's a derby match. So being a derby match, it's possible that, you know, it can happen. It's possible it can happen because derby matches are always, there's always a fight in the match, to show you that I'm the king of the town, something like that. Okay. And another factor is that now is the time, because it's up to some matches, 5 matches to go and 4 matches to go. Now is the time to play these kind of games and take your risk. For you to understand also that this is a risk factor games. For you to play 2 hours and above is a risk factor games. The criteria you have to go is over and under goals. That is over 2.5 goals. Understand? Over 2.5 goals. That's where you go. And even you can still say under 3.5 goals. Let's say under 3.5 goals, over 2.5 goals. Okay, under will not give you much. The only thing I'll give you is under 2.5. So it's over 2.5 goals is the likely one you use. Over 2.5 goals, then both teams to score. These are the places you go. Exact scores like draw. And as they can go for draw, and the draw you have to go for is let's say exact scores is place of you should also go. That's the correct scores. But under the correct scores, it's important to you can say draw, maybe say 1-1, 2-2, but 2-1, something like that. But when you're playing this kind of game, you should know that the higher team must be there. Then winning with handicap, like giving the stronger team a -1 to win. Okay, for example, let's start from the over and under. This over and under can correlate with the goals. For example, over and under this year now, if you want to use over 2.5, it's okay, it can go. There's a very possibility that it can click. Then if you want to play it, you can play it. Okay, then this is up to 80% that it can click. Do you want to go to over 3.5? Going to over 3.5, that it means that you are considering that Arsenal will score at least 2 goals in this match. Arsenal might score 3 goals. You're considering Arsenal to score 3 goals in this match, and also you're considering Crystal Palace to score 1 goal in this match. Okay, so these are the things. So which one are you doing? So this is risky. I will tap it. Is a risky game, a very risky game. This is risky, but a very small risk, which you can say. But if you want to increase the tally, so if you're not satisfied with this, then you check on the go-go. Check on the go-go. Go-go. See the go-go here. You see, the go-go is that is the both team to score, gives 2.2. This is a likely possibility. In fact, if I were you, this is where I'll go and tap on it, go, because there's a possibility that Crystal Palace will score goal in this match. Now, if you want to confirm it, these are the criteria you have to use. Go to statistics. You go to the head-to-head. You check their last games. you find out that Arsenal has been a very wide and a very big, you know, scores here 1-5, 3-2. So the possibility of having over 3.5 might be there, but 2.5 is the best to play, and the possibility of go is also there. If you look at it, it's also good there because Crystal Palace will want to prove a point. They wouldn't want to. Then, in that aspect of saying Crystal Palace will not prove a point, then you have to go to HU for the lesser team. Now you're concentrating on the lesser team. The lesser team now is to check how the scoring pattern is. Now, if you look at it, the scoring pattern in the last 2 matches weren't so satisfying. But nevertheless, we all know if you are the type of person that knows Premiership very well, you should know that Crystal Palace do score goals. So what are you going to do? Since you have seen that goal that's both team to score has a very good, you can play, you can tap on it, okay, or you can go to goals and go to the weaker team. That's where you get the bigger odds. Now, Crystal Palace in this case is a weaker team, and the probability of Crystal Palace scoring goal is high, which means if you come to Crystal Palace, the odds is high here. Okay, it's high. If you want to go over the board and say, let me take this risk and take it very well, you can go to say Crystal Palace, I'll give you over 1.5. That is a risk and over risk. Okay, but the best way you go, is over 0.5, that Crystal Palace will score. Now, under Arsenal, you can see that can Arsenal score 3 goals in this match? That's another thing. It's very possible. That is this here. If you tap here for Arsenal to give over 3.5 in this match, this is also the same as giving Crystal Palace over 1.5. So these are the things. So if you're going under goals, you are going to the weaker team that you know that can score goals. That comes to the next exact scores. Exact scores. Where do we get exact scores? That's the correct scores. Where do we get the correct scores? So the exact scores is also another thing. So the exact scores is another thing you have to tap on and play. Okay, so if you want to go to a star score, is also good. Then if you want to go to winning with handicap, I think let us go to winning with handicap first, because I don't know, going there is so long. Winning with handicap first. Okay, now handicap game, where is handicap? Okay, so this is handicap, for example. Now handicap, you are giving Arsenal a 1 to win. Where is it? Away, or you can as well give a Crystal Palace a 2 here, because if a 2 here to win, because if a 2, no, sorry, this is very bad, that's not good. But you can give an Arsenal, I don't know, there's no indication for a -1 here. That's why you have to have too many betting clips. If you are going to order, there are places like Bet Niger has it, like other this thing has it, where you give a team a -1. That's meaning that you are giving them a -1, meaning that the other team is winning by 1-0, and you're giving those the team is giving a like, for example, this Arsenal, you give them a -1 to win. So there's another place you have to go. So another thing you have to check is, you check under Premiership, you check the relegation zone and when they are playing. Relegation zone, because if you talk about relegations, you talk about title. For example, the title is all about first 5 or first 6. Now let's tap on this, and you tap on the title. Let's tap on table. You check it. If one, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Nottingham, Newcastle, Chelsea, Aston Villa. Okay, Aston Villa. This team, concentrate on them and play them. Okay, concentrate on them. Let's say, for example, Newcastle. When is Newcastle playing? For example, Newcastle will be playing against okay, so now where you go, you check their over 2.5. It is small. So that is the. It means that if the over 2.5 is 1.4, it means that they know that there are possibility of scoring too many goals in this match. Okay, so which means if you come to play over 3.5, you are right to do that. Okay, you are right to do that. It must click. It will click. Okay. Now another method under they can both team to score. Okay, both team to score. Okay, both team to score. Let's go. Both team to score. You see, 2. You always tap on both team to score. Just always tap on it. Okay. Now giving a -1 to win home. A -1 to win. If you use an Asian distance to click. Okay. If you use a -1 to win, it is small. Okay. Then if you come to Newcastle, okay, if you come to the handicap here, if you give, for example, if you give Ipswich a 2, it's a possibility that it will click. A possibility. So it will click because if you look at it, it's a possibility. That's all I can say. Now you go to goals from what we've said before. You give the Leicester team credence. Then you see, if you give Ipswich a 0.5, is very high. These are places to get high scores. So the next thing is the correct score here. Okay, correct score. That's another place you have to go and get a high score range. So if you look at this correct score, then what will guide you is the H2H and H2H new. Now H2H has the H2H, for example, in the previous games, what have they scored? There is a possibility of over 3.1 here and over 2.1, over 2.5 and over 3.5 here. Have you seen it? And there's a possibility also that Ipswich, look at Ipswich, will score goal in this match. There's a possibility. So it concurs with what we're saying. So if you go to the exact goals, that's where you go to the H2H. If you go to H2H exact goals, now let us give them that Newcastle definitely feel that Newcastle is winning this match. Okay, when you feel that Newcastle is winning this match, that is where you go to the correct scores. Now when you go to this correct scores, now what's the possible game for you to play here? Is either you play 2-1, where is 2-1? Is either you play, okay, is either you play 2-0, okay, or you play there's not much. Okay, 2-0 is likely. It's likely. Or you can go up to 1-1, but I don't think 1-1 will go through. Okay, so you can go for more and check for more. This is 3-1. You can go for 3-1, 2-1. Okay, these are places you go for high scores. Okay, 2-1, 3-1, 2-0. Okay, you can even go for 4-1. Tap on it. So, but using exact scores or correct score, you can just play only 2 games there and play the games. It's very high risk of a game. So now another thing you have to do is to check up the injuries. Now you have talked about the top. For example, you can also go to the those who are in the relegation zone. For example, Southampton is in the relegation zone, I think so. Southampton is in the relegation zone, and there's nothing they can do. They can play. There's nothing much. So the mood, you check out. If you check out you have to check out how the gap they are giving in their. So is 11, 18. Do they have any chance? So playing Southampton against Fulham. Where is Fulham? Fulham would want to come to 8. Understand? They want to come to 8. So there's no much pressure in this match, if I want to say. So when there's pressure in a match, they will consider how many goals they will come. There should be more goals. Okay. Now, since there will be no more injury here, so just it may be possible that they'll score. Understand? But what you have to do is still go to goals and consider giving a 1.5 to Fulham. or you give, but there's the odds are not there. So if you consider to give, if you consider to go to Google, see Google, sorry, see Google, it's a little bit high. So this is not a match to play. So these are the things you have to understand. Wolves and Leicester City, I think here is the tip, because it supports the relegation zone in terms of the team and match analysis. Okay, so for you to play it, it supports the relegation zone, because those who are about to go for relegation will still strive. So this is a very pressured match, because they are 18, 19, 20, 21. So 3 points. If they win this match, they at least they will go past Ipswich or almost the same. So they want to go off. So Ipswich and Leicester City want to go off the relegation zone. That's the reason why. That's one of the reason why Wolves and Leicester City is a nice game to play this match. And being a nice game to play this match, you have to go for over 2.5. If you want to go for over 3.5, a bit about over 2.5, and that is 1.8. Just manage it. Then which Leicester City, you can give Leicester City a 0.5, or even give Leicester City a 1.5 here, or even give them over 1.5 here. That is, you're taking a risk. Understand? So, or you go to Google, Google is a possible link there. Google, the odd is high also, or you go to or you can give Leicester City an Asian +1. Okay, you can give Leicester City an Asian +1 to win this match. It's also there. Or you can give so these are the things you have to do if you want to. So specialize in the league or team that scores too many goals. Understand? For example, the teams that scores too many goals, I will talk about this in my next video. If you want to play over 2.5, over 1.5, over 3.5, I will talk about this. These are the teams that score too many goals. I will talk about them. Then use a valuable betting. Use of value betting. I think use of is it value betting. Okay, that's what I mean by use of value betting, is that use of a bet that can support what you want to do, that supports a high odds. Like Sportybet doesn't support high odds. There are so many. I'll talk about it. Like for example, one of them that supports high odds is the Bet365. Also supports high odds. That is where you can see -1 to win under handicap. Okay, so then you talk about the live betting. Live betting is the factor you have to use. Live betting is very important. Live betting, if you wait till 10 to 15 minutes into the match, then if it's still 0-0, if it's still 0-0 after 15 minutes, but you can look for the chances or happen other possible chances that might be an over 1.5. If the first half is 15 minutes, there's no goal. Even second half, you can wait to the second half and say the beginning of second half and there's no goal. Go for over 1.5. If you go for over 1.5, I don't know whether there is a live match here. I don't know whether there's a live match here, but see, let's see if there's a live match here. This is live. This is live. For example, let's tap here. It is 33 the standard and the handicap. So if you look at it, oh, if you tap here over 1.5, this is just at 3 minutes to go. But if you tap over 1.5, you get your 1.9. So if you look at this game and envisage that there is possibility that the game will end 2-0 in this match, you tap off. So live betting is another criteria you can use. So you just be monitoring the game. Understand? You just be monitoring the game. You can fouls. These are the fouls, red cards, and also every other thing. You just be monitoring the game. You check. Just be monitoring the game. If you look at it, you see. Okay. This is where you monitor the game. I think so. This is where you monitor corner kicks. Which team has more corner kicks? Understand? Cards. Then here you check the possession probability. you see that the probability is high on the Strogino. I think they are making more impact in this match. Okay, they're making more impact in this match. So this is where you go, and if it is expected that Strogino is gonna score another goal in this match, so which gives you the distance. Okay, let's go to Olympic Wolves FC. If you look at it, you check it, they are 1-1, so over 1.5 is off. So it can the possibility of getting to over 2.5. You see, 75 minutes is possible of getting over. So these are places on you go under live match that will give you what you want. So that will give you your SS your odd, high odd. So that's it. If I have other information about it, I'll let you know. For now, I'm off. Thank you very much for please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.